Hi guys.
Good evening. It is episode 4, and we still continue, and we're still here. And our 50 subs are still here too.
Yeah, we made it to 50 subs. For some reason, YouTube wouldn't let us go live tonight.
Don't you need like that 24-hour, 48-hour?
It just says you can apply at 50. We're on 50 on the dot at the time of recording this, but it just won't let us
Maybe
progress.
we want one more.
But we had 33 yesterday when we did this. We're on 50 now. It's good growth for a tiny channel.
So thank you for joining us.
Thank you. And we'll try and go live next week. But anyway, on with the episode.
Yes.
We called it before. Well, I think I called it. I said I wanted Ruth to say, but I thought she was going to get killed because she would have just hounded Jonathan every single day, like 2, 3, 4 more days, and people would have eventually. She's quite a strong character. Like, listen to her, I feel.
Well,
so, what did you make of it? Worked.
I didn't like her, so I was like quite happy she went. To be fair, it's the faces she pulled.
If it was entertaining, no.
Yes, but I feel like the show would have been just like, it's not the Traitors, it's about Ruth, the Venom. But so no, I mean, I kind of enjoy it that she's not there. But I suppose you like the entertaining bits.
Yeah, you seem to be like enjoying everyone that's killed off, like Tom Daly and her. You don't like any of the ones that actually murdered. You get in your way.
So who's going to be left now?
I was disappointed. I think Jonathan made the right call. Clearly, at this point, turns out to be the right call, whether or not.
Yes, well, at breakfast. But then the Big Joe, he seems to be quiet on the ball.
Big Joe's smart. Joe Marler. He is a smart guy.
Yeah, but then he started confiding in Cat.
Yeah, well, Cat, clearly, you can't trust anyone in this game. And that's the thing. When you want to talk to people and give your ideas, you don't know who you're talking to. You literally just don't know. You just...
And then in the episode before, Alan was to come, oh, shall we say something about Jonathan? And you're like, oh my God.
But this is the thing about Traitors. As soon as your name's mentioned, it's hard to prove you're not, because you keep turning up every breakfast. You don't get banished. You don't get murdered.
Like, you would be terrible. You just laugh.
We're not talking about me. I know I'd be terrible.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, you don't know what somebody's like. In celebrities, I suppose you watch them as you watch TV, and if you got lucky and you've gotten to know them, you sort of get the gist in the few minutes that you've spoken to them. So you really have to know the person and gouge them. And I suppose if it's just a normal Traitors, you have no idea what a person's like. Like, if you would go on there, you would get caught in the first one and you'd be out. You just would be, unfortunately.
Even if I was a faithful, if I was accused, I would laugh and like buckle under the pressure.
Well, that's the thing.
And look really dodgy.
But that's what Alan does every time there is a banishment. He's like,
Alan's better than I thought, actually.
Yeah, but he's like
he can pass that off as nerves.
Yeah, but if you would do that, they'd be like, why are you laughing?
That's because they know him, though. Yeah.
Exactly. So they're slightly different.
But Joe is smart. Big Joe has like literally figured it all out. He spoke with other Joe Wilkinson, in the last episode about his theory.
And he's sort of like
two big guns.
He entertained it to a bit, but then he's later on, as Big Joe was talking behind the scenes, he was saying like why is nobody like going with my thing?
But this is the issue with this game as a wider point. Ruth was absolutely right about Jonathan, and she was vocal and loud. And what's her reward for being correct? She's killed.
Yes.
This is why this game is so ridiculous.
Yes, but that's why Joe said, like, do I go big and loud and like start saying things, or do I just see how the game slightly pans out?
Well, he has tonight. He's called him out at the round table in a calm and collected way, but he has called him out.
Yeah, but he wasn't like Ruth, like, oh, Jonathan, it's you, with her eyes.
But now I don't think. Well, he's not.
By the way, he's got hair.
Joe, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, he's keeping it cool with his hat and everything, beanie, like, look, he's got that vibe.
That was a revelation.
And suddenly he had a hair. I was like, what's going on?
I really wasn't fussed at all. And Sandra was like, oh my God, he's got hair. I was like, okay, right.
Well,
can we carry on, please?
Women are lookers. We look and observe. Anyway.
That's nice. Anyway, he's a smart guy.
He is. But he's got a good sniffer. Question is...
Sorry, I wasn't
It's like Lady in a Tramp. You know, the
Oh
sniffer.
yeah, the famous
That's what I
scene at the
imagine.
Italian restaurant.
Yes. So, confining Cat. Let's see how she plays with it, because she could
She
actually
shouldn't
be
tell Jonathan.
Of course not. But if she's smart, she's gonna get friendly, because she did say, I suppose nobody suspects me because I'm on the quiet side and younger. Because as we mentioned in the first episode, it's quite an older crowd, and I feel Jonathan feels more. She's up my sort of within my age range. I don't know how old he
Age
really is.
range? Jonathan?
Age range? No, Joe.
Oh, Joe, sorry. Yeah. I guess
So
so.
I suppose you could feel like, let's try to suss the oldies
Well,
out.
he was also talking to Alan about it outside. So the two people he's confided in, other Joe, he's
Actually,
picked
also
the
maybe he's
traitors.
not a good sniffer then.
He's getting the right idea about Jonathan at least, and the two big guns. So,
Yeah.
but he's not even up for the conversation about killing him tonight. I think if they killed him after the roof thing, people would then see the trend. So maybe that's why they're not looking at him tonight. But he's a smart guy. But what did we make of the task? Let's take a step back.
How weird.
It was quite a funny task, wasn't it?
It's creeping me out. I'm not gonna lie. Is it because it's close to Halloween? I don't know, but I really didn't like it.
Do you think it was funny?
It was
like Celia's singing.
Oh my god! I mean, she's an actress.
She was dying.
And then she's like really possessed face as well.
She looked like she was in proper pain, like someone was stabbing her at the side or something.
And then I was really looking at her face, and then the face she's pulling, and then her veins keep popping out. It's like she actually looks like she was in pain, proper dying.
People were crying of laughter around her.
I know Alan was just like cracking up. He was like,
Joe. Alan's like, no, stop. Someone said, like, stop her. That was funny. Sorry, am I keeping you? Yeah, I'm keeping you from your slumber. Wake up.
I'm a mother.
Wake up.
I have excuses.
Wake up.
I've worked very hard today.
Wake up. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
yes, the Celia.
And she made some outrageous comment, which I won't comment on here in front of my wife, about what was in the well. We'll just leave it. We'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that. What else?
I didn't get that reference or joke either. Like, it's gone. I don't know if I'm just innocent or naive. It's gone completely over my head. So we'll just leave it at that. If someone wants to explain to me in the comments, that would be lovely, because I don't have a clue. I really don't get the joke at all. I understand it. I just don't get it in this context.
We get it. You don't get it.
Did I mention I didn't get it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
I missed. Sorry, side note. I missed Tamika. I don't know why. I just actually missed her presence there tonight.
I did. I forgot all about it.
I forgot her. It's amazing when someone's killed off how quick. Like Tom Daly, Nico.
Yeah, I mean, they just like.
It's just you just move on. That's it. Done.
Yeah,
you don't even think about it.
You gotta keep living, isn't it? Or trying to survive on Traitors.
You just forget they were even there. Paloma. It's like they were never there. Yeah. It was funny when.
Well, I think we'd feel if Alan would go.
Yeah, agreed. But when the two Joes were talking, do you know what I've noticed? It's like there are fewer and fewer people here every day. These people keep coming and we don't know where they are.
Like, Ruth was just here. Where's she going?
I could have sworn Ruth was here yesterday. Joe Wilkinson, no one's talking about him at all, are they?
No. But
I really like. He's well funny.
He's he again is. He's got. I wouldn't call it alliance, but he's got his favorite people, and then he'll just sort of like chat more often to them, and then other than that, he's very quiet. So I don't know. I feel like and then can we just talk about Stephen Fry and getting a shield, and then he's actually Jonathan was the one who found it, and he said, "Anybody wants one?" And then Stephen said, "Oh yes, please, I'd like one." And then later on, when Claudia said, "Oh, who had who's got the shield, if I may know?" And he said, "Oh, I did." And I just want to thank everybody for the
giving it to him.
And then there's a camera on Jonathan, and he's like this.
Why didn't you thank me?
I fully get it. I would be exactly the same. It's like,
he
are you
did.
kidding
He
me?
did sort of thank him in the car afterwards. He said everyone, especially or like particularly Jonathan, something like that. But
Well, no, it was just Jonathan, not everybody. It was Jonathan who found it.
well,
He could
no,
have
but it was
taken
the
it for
watering
himself.
can, the watering can bit. It was Jonathan was told where it was. But I don't know if there's the difference between celebrities and normal. In the normal traitors, if whoever finds the shield, typically, not always, they want it because they're there for themselves and money. Whereas again, this is celebrities doing it for charity. I just
Yeah,
don't.
but it's not. It's not
In my
that.
opinion,
So
it's not the same. They will
a lot of
do
things are
less
not
to
the
win compared.
same.
No, they won't do as much as your average like member of the public to win.
Yes. However, look, Paloma, do you think she wanted to be out in the
Well,
first
no, I'm not saying
episode?
that, but that
Do you
was
think
out of her
Stephen wanted to
control.
be out by that stage?
Stephen,
Yes, Stephen Fry.
what about him?
Do you
No,
think he wants to
I'm
get
talking about
out?
Jonathan giving the shield up.
No, but I'm talking about even though they all come from money, um, you still want to carry on playing because it's fun to be part of the team
I
and
know,
like
no.
and play. So
The
it doesn't matter who you are, you still want to stay in the game.
the point I'm making is they
Oh, you're
won't do
wrong.
as much. Okay, they won't do as much as your average member of the public to win, and I think it will be tamer. Especially in the end, it can get quite vicious. Remember in series one with Kieran.
Like when people get banished, be like, no, just and then he says something, and then you're like,
Well, when Kieran threw Wilf under the bus in series one and
yeah,
kind of ruined it, in
he
my
actually
opinion.
really did it really
Like he
forward.
really proper ruined the show. Obviously didn't do videos on the series back then, but I felt really sorry for Wilf, and I didn't know the producers. Well, no, we're on a tangent here. The producers couldn't really do anything at that point.
Oh, it was such a like crappy situation.
You're,
Like
you're down
it
to four
literally
people.
ruined, even for people, for viewers when you're watching. I was just like, what are you doing? Like,
It's
what
just
are
a
you
bad.
doing?
It was just Wilf done him over, and
Yeah,
it came across as a bad
it's
loser.
bad loser. Yeah.
Um, but I say, what could the producers? I mean, you've had 20 odd people. You're down to four at that point. It's over, like near enough. What can
You
you
can't
do?
just stop rolling
You
and
can't
go,
start
yeah.
again, and yeah. But anyway, that's a tangent. What did you think of?
I'm so sorry.
We've got 50 subscribers now. You've got to take this more seriously.
I am. I'm just really tired.
And what did you think of Claire Baldwin? Go.
Um, I don't like her. I don't. I'm just go.
Oh my god! Do you like anyone in?
Alan, I love Alan. I want him to stay and win. He's just hilarious. Every time he says something, I'm like on the floor laughing. I'm like the biggest fan there is of him.
Of Alan.
Love him. I wouldn't. I don't even care about Stephen Fry. I just love Alan. And no, this is so bad to say. I just adore him.
But Claire, the badminton. So Claire's a big sports presenter, and she couldn't even hit the shuttlecock over the net. It was so funny. And then Alan tried to hit it over. That was just a funny side scene.
And then
So
somebody said
useless.
something with Celia. He said,
Oh, we need some wind to get it over them. Oh, shut up, Alan. I think Claire was, yeah, she was okay. I think,
Like, no, she won't be missed.
no, I think a little bit. I think she was a nice enough person.
Well,
Jonathan's done her over. I think Jonathan's did the right thing getting rid of Ruth, ultimately.
well, she would be the biggest threat for him, so he had to, if that makes sense. But a lot of the people were saying, like Stephen Fry and Big Joe, that or did he do a double bluff or maybe even a triple bluff? You know, but it could have been like even though the other Joe said,
excuse me,
that could be very risky at that stage to put such a big target on.
We lost power there. Sorry, carry on.
Yes, so that would be the biggest threat to put on his back. So they basically that's what the other Joe said. So you're like, why would you do that? But then Stephen Fry, well, it could be a triple bluff. So it's just like,
it's so easy when you watch it on the telly to like, when you're in there, it's very different. I've often thought as well, and like side point, not really about tonight's episode. They'll never be able to do this because it would take too much work. Part of me would love to watch the Traitors and not know who the Traitors are.
What do you mean?
Just watch all the interactions. You obviously couldn't then watch them when they come into the room and say, as a traitor, talk about the game and stuff. I think it'd be really cool to just watch it as a viewer and not know who the Traitors are.
Yeah.
but I don't think that'll ever
You
happen.
did say that to me before, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I like to know the ins and outs and like.
I don't think as a one-off, it'd be quite cool to actually to see how good or bad you are.
Well, you would get them all wrong.
Well, I got tonight right, didn't I?
I don't know what happened. It's like a universe tipped
You got it
over.
wrong actually tonight. You said David.
Well, I know we're always wrong, so that's why we're the other way around.
The one time. Let's talk briefly about a couple of people in my mind that we don't still. Lucy. The way the show's been edited, I don't really know Lucy at all. I don't know her outside of the show. I don't know how far she's going to go. I feel like they're not showing her enough if she's going to end up winning it, if you know what I mean. And Nick. I've seen snippets, but again, are these going to be people that aren't doing too much that go halfway through? We're nearly halfway. 4 out of 9.
But the quiet people tend to be more alert with what's happening, more like speaking out at the end, isn't it? So they sort of survive the show as it goes, and then as we get to the very latest stage, that's when they suddenly speak up, and you're like, "Who are you?" So could happen at the end.
Because I don't know her at all.
No,
Lucy.
they were saying Lucy, and I was like, "What's that?" And then
she looks a bit
suddenly
like Paloma. She looks a bit like her, but
yeah.
I don't know much about her at all. So interesting to see how she gets on. Before we touch on the murder, Mark, there's been snippets of talk at the end that he's overreacting to stuff. He's obviously not, because that's obviously his reaction.
Because he was like, "Oh."
It does seem a bit.
Like,
it does seem a bit much. I can imagine if I was in the room, I'd be like, "Right, mate, like, chill out."
Yeah. I mean, he was so upset about the last kill, and
Tamika,
not kill, banishment, and I was like, "Why are you so?" I get it. He felt like he was the one
because he led the charge with that one. But tonight he didn't.
But
he
the
didn't
other
tonight.
woman, who was
Claire
it?
tonight he didn't.
Was it Claire? No, it was the other woman.
Tamika.
No, listen. It's when she was banished, and he like stormed out of the room, and then someone sat next to him. I can't recall now. It was another woman.
Yeah.
And I can't remember. She's blonde. Can't remember exactly who it was. But she said, "Look, I do understand you feel guilty and stuff like that because you took charge." But she said, "But we did willingly still vote for her."
I can't remember who it was, to be honest with you.
So
I know you're on about
so like,
last
don't
episode.
be so hard on yourself. But he
Taking
did
it
start
very
it.
seriously.
Yeah.
Very seriously.
So just because of this behavior, he's literally making people question him. So because I think, was it Celia, she said at the banishments, like, "I'm looking at people who have been really quiet, and they suddenly put names that they've never put before, as well as their actions they started behaving differently." In this case, Mark, he's bringing attention to him, and why would you want to be still, as exactly as you were at the beginning? And even Stephen Fry has mentioned, now, if you are a traitor and you know you're doing some things, you're going to start to feel guilty and your face is going to be changing. So that's what they have to be watching for. So it's quite interesting. I thought, I'll be honest, I wanted Alan to stay there for a really long time, purely for selfish reasons. But I'm actually pleasantly surprised how he's acting. I thought he'd be so much worse, I'll be honest.
It can change very quickly, but he's doing okay for now.
Yeah, for now.
For now he's fine. Jonathan's the one with the real target on his back. I'm trying to remember who the 3 names are.
For the traitor circle.
Yeah, sorry, baby monitor there. It was David, Kate, and I can't.
Charlotte.
It was. Okay, I was going to say I can't remember for the life of me. David, because they talked about David last night as well. Do you reckon it'll be him?
But so did Charlotte.
I don't feel like they were ever really going to go for Charlotte, though. They've obviously got to give the 3 names.
Yeah, but
because they have the way the show's set up, they always give 3 names, I feel.
Yeah, but they could go for Celia because she's like...
I think they want to target Kate. Because I think people are getting annoyed that Kate doesn't put names forward.
I'll be honest, I can't remember Kate's face in my head.
Kate Garraway. You know so.
I know, but I'm just...
Blondie, middle-aged. I think David's gone. That would be my prediction.
But you just said Kate, and now you're saying David.
No, as in they want to keep Kate. They want to keep Kate there.
Why do you want to keep Kate?
To put a target on her back because she's annoying people that she's not given a name, so they can try and pin that on her. You're very quiet. You don't say much. Are you a traitor? That's what I reckon. In a word, because yesterday I said in a word and you rambled on for about a minute or two.
Oh, I didn't hear a word, because if a woman says a word, she goes on for sentences.
That's not a word now. Who's going to die? He's going to be killed.
I said David last time. I still stick with David because I think, why did it bring him up again? Well, they did bring Charlotte, but as you said, it was, I think it's pointless to phone Charlotte because, like, she's not really saying anything. She doesn't do anything that would make her question.
But if she thinks it's one of those three and goes for them, she's got influence, they reckon. So it could be. I wouldn't get rid of her. I think David's the one I'd get rid of. I wouldn't get. They're not even talking.
They're not going to vote him out.
So yeah, that's a reason to get rid of him then, isn't it? Yeah. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm sorry if we're more tired than usual because I don't know if you can see that. It's 11:56 at night because we had issues putting baby to bed, so we started watching the show later, etc., etc. That's why we're here now.
He's teething. He's tired, and he's moaning.
And we're tired as a consequence.
I'm teething too.
I'm so tired. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. We'll try and be higher energy next week. We're pretty much halfway through now. It's 4 out of 9 episodes done.
Or maybe it'll get worse and be falling asleep. You don't know.
We want to go live now next week. We're at 50. I don't know if YouTube's just taking time to adjust for us because we've just made 50. But yeah, we've only been going properly, just over a week. We've got 50 subs.
So thank you.
That's not bad. That's not bad. So like I say, please like and subscribe. And yeah, see you next week. Bye guys. Cheers.
Bye.